welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and... Do you think Donald Trump ever regrets winning the presidency? Not as much as we do, but just a little. Because right now, he's being investigated by multiple congressional committees. The Mueller report could drop at any minute. And that flag he hugged is being interviewed by Ronan Farrow. Yesterday, the House Judiciary Committee sent letters demanding information from over 80 people and institutions connected to Trump, including the White House, the Justice Department, senior campaign officials, Trump Organization officials, and the president's sons. Eric was so excited to get mail. What? And it's not just the Judiciary Committee. The chairman of 3 other committees are demanding documents on Trump's communications with Putin and interviews with linguists, translators, or interpreters who participated in, attended, or in any way listened in on President Trump's in-person meetings with Putin, as well as President Trump's phone calls with President Putin. To which Putin responded, "Da. Good luck finding translators. Especially the parts that talk." These investigations come on top of all the other investigations going on. Trump is currently being looked into by the special counsel, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, the FBI, the Marshall Tucker Band, the House Committee on Oversight and Reform, Molly Hatchett, the House Committee on Ways and Means, Leonard Skinner, the House Intelligence Committee, the Allman Brothers, the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, and many more. Now, all the original artists. All the original artists. Can't you see? And Trump is feeling the pressure. He's tweeting things like, now that they realize the only collusion with Russia was done by crooked Hillary Clinton and the Democrats, Nadler, Schiff, and the Dem heads of the committees have gone stone cold crazy. Trump on the other hand, is sweaty hot crazy. Take a look at this moment from his speech on Saturday at CPAC.
They're gonna grip together. They're gonna say, you know, this guy's really laying for us.
These people in Congress, they're like coming for me like rattlesnakes on a chicken. Yikes! I just yee.
He also tweeted,
the greatest overreach in the history of our country. The Dems are obstructing justice and will not get anything done.
Notice how he always accuses his accusers before they can accuse him?
I didn't obstruct justice. They did, okay? They're the ones who colluded with Russia. They're the ones who eat cheeseburgers in bed, and they're so delicious. And I know the hamburger's laying in wait for me, and I did it. And God, yee. Hey.
Thank you, Charlie. So, Trump did what he always does when he feels down. He found comfort from his friends in the TV. Tweeting this quote from Sean Hannity. See if you notice the small typo. We the people will now be subjected to the biggest display of modern-day McCarthyism. Yes. McCarthy. It's true, very important. Modern-day McCarthyism. Immortalized in the famous comic where she says, "Ack, socialists redistributed my chocolate." Today, Trump took some questions about the investigation, and he fell back on his favorite smears.
Witch hunt continues. The fact is that I guess we got 81 letters. There was no collusion. That was a hoax.
It's just so sad when his heart's not in it, you know? He's like an aging singer doing his 16th show of the week in Branson to a half-empty room.
No collusion. Lock her up. Build the wall. Fake news. MAGA.
But, Trump tried his best to stay positive.
People understand it. When they look at it, they just say presidential harassment, but that's okay. No administration has accomplished, probably you could say this with absolute surety, in the first 2 years, anywhere near what we've accomplished.
Really? I just want to point out, on day 149 of George Washington's presidency, they passed the Bill of Rights. And it's taken you almost 2 years to violate all of them. Of course, quartering soldiers in time of war, I'm not sure isn't a... Of course, yesterday he said he was going to cooperate with all of the document requests from Congress, but today he changed his mind, and in doing so, he cited his favorite former president.
President Obama, from what they tell me, was under a similar kind of a thing, didn't give one letter. They didn't do anything. They didn't give one letter of the request. Many requests were made.
He's right. He's right. Obama did not turn over the paperwork, even though I remember one crazy old racist who kept demanding his birth certificate.